We know the hard work and sacrifice they go through, serving our community and keeping us safe. Let's honor another First Responder Friday. Brought to you by our friends from Crown Buick GMC on 99.5 QYK.
First Responder Friday, got Jennifer on the phone today who is honoring her husband, Steve. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you?
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for honoring your husband. So tell us about Steve. How does he serve our community as a first responder?
He works for the Clearwater Police Department. He's a lieutenant there.
Okay.
Very cool. And how long has he been working there?
He has been working there almost 30 years, going on year 28.
Wow.
And he's not just a lieutenant there. He's actually a SWAT commander as well, correct?
That is true, yes.
Wow, that is very impressive. So, Jennifer, when you look at Steve, and you know that he is a first responder, obviously, and I know he is your husband, but what are some characteristics about him that stick out to you that you think makes him great at his job?
Well, just his dedication and his commitment and loyalty to the community. You know, of course, family first, but the police department is also like his family. And so he is very loyal to them and just enjoys his job. And for someone to get up every single day for almost 30 years and go into their job saying they love their job, that's something pretty special there, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it takes a very special, especially we know that those hours can get very long. They can get nerve-wracking and a little scary at some times. So, you know, we also have to give our, hats off to you, too, as well, Jennifer, because you kind of have to put up with a lot, having a husband who is a first responder, and he does so much for the community, puts himself out there, especially being the SWAT commander,
Yeah, well, as a wife of a law enforcement officer, you know what you sign up for. So you do sit by the phone sometimes and wait to hear. But, for the most part, we know what's going on,
Sure. Well, you talked about being actually at your son's wrestling camp right now, as you're calling us. And I was going to ask you, how your son sees your husband because of what he does and how he helps the community. But also, is wrestling something that they bond over?
For sure. So my son calls himself Little Steven, and he would do anything, for Dad's attention. And he definitely has it because my husband, like I said, it's family first. And my husband did wrestle in high school and really has, great passion for the sport. So Zachary has been doing this quite some time, just as our older son did as well. And so we're at a camp this weekend, starting today, and my husband's in there right now, so I had to sneak away to make this phone call.
Oh, so your husband's actually at the camp with you right now?
Yes.
That is awesome.
What a great dad.
Good stuff. Well, if he ever gets in a wrestling match, I think you should come full SWAT gear and just stand behind your son and be like, all right, cool, how do you think you're going to do?
The kids would love it.
Well, very nice, Jennifer. We're so glad you reached out to us. You sound like you have an amazing family, and I really like what you said about, as a spouse of a law enforcement, wife or husband of a law enforcement officer, you know what you're signing up for. I think that's a really underrated thing, and I think that's really cool that you mentioned that because we definitely see that, and we see your sacrifice as well. Well, here's what we want to do. We're going to give you a $100 Visa gift card from our friends at Crown Buick GMC. Just a small way of saying thank you to Steve. Thank you to you, Jennifer, and your entire family.
Have a date night or something.
Yeah, I hope you get to go do something fun.
Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you. My goodness. Thank you so much.
You got it. I appreciate you reaching out to us. I'm going to put you on hold, and Kevin's going to get all your info, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys.
And tell Steve thank you so much for what he does. We appreciate it.
I will. Thank you again.